Are you wondering how exactly you can become a better leader, emerge as a leader on your team as a goalie? Sometimes guys can overdo it and be overbearing, and oftentimes goalies are focusing on the wrong aspects in order to emerge as leaders on their team. So in this video, I'm going to detail to you guys my 5 best tips on how you can start becoming a better leader and emerge as a leader in your locker room today. Let's get it. Hey guys, I'm Mike Santaguida, and here at Goalie Hacks, we provide tips, hacks, and strategies on how to become an elite goaltender faster. So if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new videos. And by the way, make sure to stick around at the end of the video, as I'll be providing a bonus tip on top of all the tips I'll be providing today you won't want to miss. So today I'm going to be breaking down how exactly you can start being a better leader on your team as a goalie today. And I think people get confused or don't really know what direction they want to take their leadership in. And obviously there are many different forms of leadership styles, but over my years playing, making championship runs, winning championships, and being inside different pro locker rooms at different levels, I find that what I'm about to show you below can lead to the best results on the ice and the most success within a team. Overall, in order to be a better leader, or in order to emerge as a leader on your team as a goalie, you need to build 1, trust, 2, chemistry, and 3, confidence in your teammates that they can depend and rely on you on the ice. That's how leadership is built as a goaltender. And if you guys are looking for some more mental hacks as well so you can improve your performance, make sure to click the card in the top right corner to learn how you can start dominating the mental side of the game today. But for now, let's jump into the video. Tip number 1 is having a calm temperament. And first and foremost, great leaders never get too high and never get too low, and provide a sense of calm, clarity, focus, and support during times of volatility. And when things get crazy on teams, honestly, I think the biggest determining factor whether a team can regroup and turn things around or hold the fort when they start getting shelled is the goalie. So do you panic? Do you turn on your teammates and start yelling at them? Or do you just act like it's another shot and you're just doing your job like any other time during the game? So you want to make sure you're never negative to teammates when things go bad. And if things do go bad, talk about it with them calmly. Say, hey, what could we have done better to prevent that goal? Maybe wait until an intermission or a time when you can actually sit and talk about it for a minute, not during the play. So don't point fingers and start yelling negative things at your teammates. Don't throw your arms in the air, shake your head, have bad body language. The goalies that are typically provide the best leadership are what I call flatliners. And whether you give up the worst goal of your career or make the best save of your career, your temperament is always calm, cool, and collected while the game is going on, and you're just constantly focusing on the next save and doing your job. Tip number 2 is bailing your teammates out. And we all know that our teammates make mistakes throughout the game. It's inevitably, going to happen. So instead of pointing fingers and getting on them about making mistakes and getting emotional about it, which actually leads to anxiety and a loss of confidence in your teammates, it leads to the distraction of them getting hung up on the thought and thinking everyone is mad at them, which actually leads to more errors. So the best way you can earn respect and show that you're a leader on your team is to bail guys out when they need you most. That's what leaders do. Leaders earn respect by going above and beyond what is expected of them for their teammates they're playing for around them, even though nobody asked it of them. So leaders are determined from how much effort they're willing to put in versus what the people around you give back. Leaders fill the gap, right? Whether their team is allowing 10 shots or 100 shots, great leaders and great goalies fill that gap, do more than what's expected, and step up to bail their teammates out when they need their goalie the most. So that creates trust, that creates chemistry. That allows you to emerge as a leader on your team. Tip number 3 is communicating and guiding your teammates during the play. And communicating with your teammates, helping guide them while the play is going on, significantly boosts respect that your teammates have for you. And I'm an incredibly vocal guy on the ice when it comes to calling plays and letting guys know who's loose in front and uncovered. Not once in my entire career has anyone ever said to me they don't like me verbally communicating with them on the ice and providing options for them during the play. Most guys, in fact, actually love it. And in fact, almost every team I go to, players and defensemen specifically tell me that it's so much easier with you talking to us out there. Keep doing it. That's what they say. Keep doing it, right? So it's like giving them eyes in the back of their head, really. and you're making them look good by helping them make the right play, right? Having good verbal communication during the play, providing options for your defensemen and teammates like reverse, or weak side, hard rim, net front, all of these phrases. And obviously there are many more that contribute to good communication with your teammates, which leads to them looking better on the ice and also guys working together to win the game. And it creates more chemistry between you and your teammates. And it also creates more respect between you and them as well, because they feel like you have their back. And that is the key theme here if you haven't noticed yet. Hey guys, I just want to take a break here for a second and ask you guys our question of the day. And what exactly do you do on your team to emerge as a leader? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you guys are getting value out of this video, then make sure to hit that like button on the way down to the comment section. But for now, let's jump back into the video. Tip number 4 is positive affirmations on and off the ice. So to add to good communication, positive affirmations simply mean when your teammate makes a good play or does something good, you let him know that he did something great. Acknowledge their effort. Think about when players come over to you before a puck drop or something and they tap you on the pads, and that in itself makes you feel good, doesn't it? Or when you make a big save and everyone pounds the boards and lets you know, it feels awesome. It makes you feel connected with your teammates and provides you confidence and energy to do more, to go that extra mile. Well, it goes the same for your teammates as a goalie. When they make a good play and get the puck out, give them a tap on the shins. Say, hey, great play, man. Way to get the puck out. If they have a great offensive play and you see them at the bench during timeouts or when the play comes back down your end, say, hey, Santa, that was a sick shot, man. Keep going. Or that was a sick play, man. Keep going, right? Players and everyone in general just love to be acknowledged. It's in our DNA as humans. So it creates a small rush of dopamine in our brains and makes us feel good about ourselves. And the same thing goes when guys make a bad play even, and you're there to verbally support them. If they make a bad play and you end up bailing them out and say things like, don't worry, man, I got your back. All good, I got your back, right? And two things happen here. They forget about their mistake much quicker instead of hanging on that thought and thinking of everyone is pissed at them, so they get all distracted. And two, it builds trust and it builds your confidence to go back out there and play normal again, because they know that they can trust you and they know you're there to bail them out if they make any mistakes. And this actually creates less nerves and leads to less mistakes by your teammates. And finally, tip number 5 is do your job. Now, above all these things I said above, you can be a great teammate off the ice. You can be a great teammate on the ice, say all the best things in the world and be a super great and calm guy. But at the end of the day, great leadership comes down to you doing your job. And that means number 1, stopping all the shots you're supposed to. So making sure you're not letting any weak goals in along the ice, under your arm, 5-hole, etc. And your teammates will forgive you for someone comes down and earns it and goes bar down or makes a tic-tac-toe play. But what makes teammates lose confidence in you and trust is letting in soft goals or ones you should have stopped. So if you want to be considered a leader on your team, you need to stop all the shots you're supposed to. And then number 2, you need to make some saves you're not supposed to give your team a chance to win. And in almost every game I've ever played, whether 10, 50, 100 shots, there's always a point where you need to come up with a big save to keep the game close, preserve a lead, or start to rally your troops to mount a comeback if you're down. So making saves you're not supposed to keep your team in the game builds confidence in you. It builds trust, which leads to your teammates looking to you for leadership to help them find ways to win games time and time again. So we want to make sure we're stopping all the ones we should and then some we shouldn't. That's doing our job. That's providing solid goaltending that teams can rally around. That provides confidence. That's leadership. Now, our bonus tip of the day is don't just be a good teammate on the ice, but be a good teammate off the ice. And in pro hockey, coaches like to refer to these guys as cancer, and even in minor hockey, they do that too. You do not want to be labeled a cancer in the locker room, as that is a sure way of getting the boot in any pro dressing room at any level, or any dressing room for that matter, right? Coaches at the pro level know that good chemistry inside a locker room leads to better performance on the ice. So even when you're off the ice, be positive, be a good teammate, be a leader, right? Be supportive of your teammates. And when you get to the ice, they will be willing to go that much more further for you, right? So by having humility, not being arrogant, and lifting up your teammates and making them feel good around you, it creates respect and contributes to good leadership as a goalie. Think about it. If you're being negative to your friends, your teammates in the locker room, you really think they're going to want to go out there and bail you out, block shots, score goals, and play hard for you? Hell no. It's just human biology. When people are more connected, feel like you have a good positive relationship, they're automatically willing to do more and go the extra mile on the ice for you. Now, there's a lot more to discuss when it comes to leadership and the mental side of the game, as well as making sure you're ready to do your job and get the results you need when you get to the ice. So if you're interested in learning more mental hacks, click the Mental Goalie Hacks playlist. And if you're interested in being better prepared for when you step on the ice, check out some of my off-ice hacks as well, like this 2-part eye warm-up routine series. And if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop and get new videos every Thursday morning when they go live. I'm Mike Santaguida. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.